In the intricate dance between managers and employees, a silent killer of productivity often lurks unnoticed: ambivalence. This isn't the outright negativity of dislike, it's the murky middle ground of conflicting emotions, a mix of respect and frustration, appreciation and resentment. While disliking your boss can be straightforward, ambivalence is a breeding ground for confusion, impacting workplace dynamics in insidious ways. Many assume that outright dislike is the most detrimental emotion in a supervisor-subordinate relationship. Research, however, paints a different picture. Ambivalence, with its cocktail of positive and negative feelings, is far more damaging to performance and well-being. It creates an environment of uncertainty, making it difficult for employees to fully engage or commit to their work. This isn't just about disgruntled employees, it's about a tangible decline in output and morale. Ambivalence towards leadership creates a ripple effect, impacting team cohesion, communication, and ultimately an organization's bottom line. Understanding why ambivalence is so detrimental requires delving into its psychological impact and the behaviors it fosters. Imagine trying to solve a complex problem with a mind clouded by conflicting thoughts. That's the cognitive toll of ambivalence. Studies show that it impairs crucial cognitive functions like memory and problem solving, directly impacting an employee's ability to perform effectively. This mental tug-of-war consumes energy that could be directed towards productive tasks. Ambivalence towards one's boss is strongly linked to lower self-rated and peer-rated job performance. It's challenging to feel motivated and invested when your feelings towards your leader are mired in uncertainty. This lack of clarity translates into decreased effort, procrastination, and a decline in the quality of work produced. Furthermore, ambivalence breeds disengagement. Employees grappling with mixed feelings towards their boss are less likely to feel a strong sense of commitment to the organization. This can manifest as a decreased willingness to go the extra mile, higher absenteeism, and a greater intention to leave the job altogether. The cost of replacing employees is high, making ambivalence a significant financial concern for companies. Ambivalence doesn't arise in a vacuum. It's often a symptom of deeper organizational and interpersonal issues. One of the most common culprits is inconsistent leadership. When a manager's behavior fluctuates between supportive and critical, engaged and distant, it creates an environment of uncertainty. Employees are left unsure of what to expect, leading to anxiety and mixed feelings. Another significant contributor is perceived unfairness. This could manifest as favoritism, double standards in applying rules, or a lack of transparency in decision-making. When employees perceive that their manager is not treating them fairly or equitably, it can easily lead to feelings of resentment, undermining any positive sentiments they might have. Ambiguity in roles and responsibilities is another breeding ground for ambivalence. When employees are unclear about their role, their manager's expectations, or how their work contributes to the bigger picture, it's easy for frustration and uncertainty to set in. This lack of clarity can lead to a sense of feeling undervalued and uncertain about one's place within the team. Creating a workplace where ambivalence struggles to thrive starts with leadership. Managers have a responsibility to cultivate an environment of clarity, consistency, and fairness. This begins with setting clear expectations. Employees need to understand their roles, responsibilities, and how their work contributes to the team's goals. These expectations should be communicated clearly, documented, and revisited regularly. Providing consistent feedback is paramount. This means offering both praise and constructive criticism in a timely and specific manner. Avoid sporadic feedback or worse, radio silence. Regular check-ins, even if brief, can go a long way in ensuring employees feel seen, heard, and valued. Transparency in decision-making is crucial. When managers explain the rationale behind their decisions, even if the decision isn't what the employee hoped for, it fosters trust and understanding. Conversely, unexplained decisions breed suspicion and fuel the flames of ambivalence. While leaders have a responsibility to create a healthy work environment, employees also play a role in managing their own experiences. If you find yourself harboring mixed feelings towards your boss, it's important to first acknowledge and explore those feelings. What specifically is causing the ambivalence? Is it inconsistent behavior, perceived unfairness, or a lack of clarity? Once you've identified the root cause, consider how you can constructively address it. This might involve scheduling a meeting with your manager to discuss your concerns openly and honestly. Frame your feedback constructively, focusing on specific examples and potential solutions rather than placing blame. Remember, you can't control your manager's behavior, but you can control how you react to it. Instead of dwelling on personality clashes or aspects you can't change, focus on what you can control: your own actions, your attitude, and your commitment to performing your job to the best of your ability. Addressing ambivalence requires open and honest communication. For leaders, this means creating a safe space for employees to voice concerns, provide feedback, and engage in constructive dialogue. Regularly solicit feedback from your team and be open to hearing different perspectives, even if they are critical. Employees, in turn, need to feel empowered to communicate their concerns and provide feedback to their managers. This requires building a relationship of trust and mutual respect. When delivering feedback, focus on being specific, objective, and solution-oriented. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Leaders need to actively listen and be receptive to feedback, while employees need to be respectful and constructive in their delivery. Open dialogue is essential for building understanding, addressing issues proactively, and creating a more positive and productive work environment. Ambivalence towards one's boss isn't just an individual problem, it's an organizational one. It signifies deeper issues within the workplace culture that need to be addressed. By fostering open communication, clear expectations, and a sense of fairness and respect, organizations can create an environment where ambivalence struggles to take root. This requires a commitment from both leaders and employees to engage in ongoing dialogue, address issues proactively, and work together to create a more positive and productive work environment. When people feel valued, respected, and heard, ambivalence fades, replaced by a shared sense of purpose and commitment that benefits everyone.